Hi.
Welcome to Sibling Energy.
Oh, yeah, where the only thing sibling about us is the energy.
We're not related.
We're not related. None of us are related. But you may notice there's like a different vibe or something because I'm youngest, Mackenzie's oldest,
And there's someone in the middle of us.
someone's in the middle.
Yes. So this is our first guest on the pod.
Specialist guest of all.
And this is Emily Hogan. Hey. And so we decided because middles
Well, you're actually very rude to middles, so I'm here to just correct the record.
Since we're rude to middles, we thought we'd start by
That's a good
just
read.
talking about how amazing Emily is for 30
Oh my
seconds.
god.
Period.
So, what's your favorite thing about Emily, Tim?
My favorite thing about Emily is that she is hysterical as hell. Hysterical and also can have a really lovely, serious conversation. And it's also, I'm gonna take
And
yours.
it's also-
You can go yours. What's your favorite thing about Emily?
I love how creative Emily is. She
Mhm.
inspires me with her outfits.
Yup.
You should follow her on Instagram because she does great
And
outfit
looks.
of the days.
Got
And
dressed in the
we
dark on
got dressed in
We
the
Instagram.
dark.
talk about fashion and clothing all the time. It's amazing.
And also, Emily, your independence is really cool to me.
Yeah.
For someone who's just like, I know where you've come from and I know some of the struggles you've had and some of the like life you've lived, and you're like, no, I'm making the choice to be independent. And you're like doing that, and that's very special.
Yes,
you,
we talk
darling.
about that all the time.
Yeah.
So we decided that we would start this episode by compliment bombing you.
Thank you. I
Since
appreciate
middles
it.
don't.
I actually, this like really helped my heart today.
Good.
So thank you.
Yes.
We never hear it. So.
We just like start talking.
We're just
over you
like
now.
being.
Well, that part.
Youngest in middle, and you're like, okay.
Talking over. Over.
Yeah. I mean, we do love challengers.
Hey.
We're
I haven't seen
rallying.
it yet. I mean,
I think Tashi Duncan is an oldest.
oops. Is that
his
a?
character?
I know we haven't seen. Oh, yeah. I know. And isn't this such a middle moment where you're like, I want you to watch this.
Can
And
we
we're
have
like,
this moment where we connect? Oh, it's just me, I guess. Shit, praise.
And so, you just made your first crochet garment.
I did. This is my first, well, I made a scarf for my aunt, and that was like my first thing that I ever made. But then I wanted to like make a more complicated garment that's not just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah.
And so this was the first thing that was slightly not back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah,
and I
you
really
killed
love
it.
it. Thank
But
you
it's
very
like
much.
in the round and back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crochet.
And I had to
the
make the
day.
sleeves and like connect this, and it was very fun. And
Hell yeah.
it was so fast too. I just kind of like got the itch one day, and I like haven't stopped. And now I'm trying to start a skirt because this pattern I found on YouTube, and it's actually like a full dress, but I'm making it into like a two-piece
So
set,
cute.
so that it's more
Yes.
versatile, so I can style it in different ways and
Yeah.
do all that stuff.
I want to make one of those skirts
Absolutely.
too.
It's so
With
fun.
the fringe on the bottom, it's
With the fringe
really
on the
good.
bottom, yeah.
So good.
Thing.
There's just like that specific Pinterest image that like is on every like fashion girlie's
I know that
Pinterest.
I was like this one, and you were like
And
that
I was like,
one.
That one. That one. I was just like, that's exactly what I need. And I need that in my wardrobe immediately.
So, you are mostly a crocheter.
I'm mostly a crocheter and I'm new to the community. So I've just come out and I'm very excited to be joining.
Because also famously, this is your first Fiber Festival. We're
Yes.
recording from Albany, Oregon.
Albany, Oregon,
Albany, Oregon.
We're here at Black Sheep Gathering.
where Mckenzie is selling her wares.
I am indeed.
The
And it is the
shoot?
50th anniversary of the Black Sheep Gathering.
Are you kidding
Oh
me?
my
No,
God.
isn't that out of control?
That's really cool. I love how long it's
74
been.
was the first one.
Oh my god.
What?
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's pay homage to the mothers.
Yeah, period.
So how many
Yes.
sheeps?
How many sheeps?
lineage of sheeps have been in that damn thing?
Out of control.
Those sheeps are going like my great grandma. That's what she was screaming about today.
Shit.
That's what that sheep was.
So we're gonna use the sound of this sheep for the bleeping on this episode because it's so hilarious.
So
And
out
I
of
just can't wait to
control.
share that with you.
I'm so excited. This is way too big.
Is it though?
Yep. Look how big I made it.
The best thing about a crochet is you can rip it out.
It's a loop.
It's a loop. If you starch that, it
Do
will be
you want
a
it to
loop.
be a little bit
I want to be a
because you
little
can
bit bigger, but
cinch
not
it.
that much.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand up real quick. Cut this.
Do it.
Today, yes, today's the first day of Black
Yes.
Okay.
So first day it was pretty great. So yeah, excited for that. We do have some hauls to share. Wait, no, we're not doing it yet. Timothy, patience.
Oh my god.
But what we are gonna start with is a little game for Emily.
Oh yeah. Yes.
So Emily, as we have established, is not a huge knitter. So we have come up with a list of knitting terms for her to order in oldest, middle, youngest,
Okay.
or only, based on just the name.
Based on just the episodes that I've watched, and that's all I know.
And also your
Only
knowledge
context.
of like,
I've been to Starlight.
yes, you've been to
I've
Starlight.
been in a
Yes,
Starlight.
You've been in a yarn store.
I went to one knit night.
Yes,
I
you
know what I'm
did.
doing.
Good.
You were there. You sat on the couch with me
I saw my gosh right
in our safe island.
when I was making the scarf. For
Yes,
my,
yeah.
for my
Oh, yeah,
aunt.
yeah, yeah.
Also, you really love assigning things. It's fun.
I love categorization.
Categorization.
Yes,
Yes.
I love it.
Mary Kill or Mary Kill.
The first one I'm going to give you is steeking. Is it oldest,
Steeking.
middle, youngest, or only?
That gives me so steeking in my definition in my brain that I immediately go to is like making. It's like almost like blocking.
Okay.
It sounds like blocking. It sounds
Okay.
making things orderly, so it's oldest.
Okay.
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 Do we?
We're just
We're just letting you go.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
No justification.
No justification.
No enlightenment on my part.
Right.
We're not gonna
Well,
say
we're
what
not
it
going to
is.
give you any of the information.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So you're
That's
just
helpful.
we're
This
just
is
gonna
great.
leave it at that.
Okay. I need to focus. I can't even do this.
Top down.
Top down. Top down.
Top down.
You're like, I don't know, but gay.
I don't know. The gayest sibling, which is the middle one.
Top
The
down. Is it?
middle. Middle.
It's middle.
But it's also top down. Okay, so there's something in the middle, so it's middle.
Okay.
Darling dear.
Okay.
Period.
Yes.
Collecting minis.
Collecting minis. That's like those little tiny skeins that she was selling today. It's the youngest. No justification. Is that what you think?
That's what I would have said. I mean, it's very like, yeah.
Like a bunch of different things. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just gave that.
It's okay. I already answered.
Mackenzie said, I don't like this one, and I promptly said, I don't care. Slouch hat.
Slouch hat.
Slouch hat.
I'm gonna say with no justification, middle.
Great.
Also, that's not going to make me.
Afterthought heel.
Afterthought heel.
Yeah.
Oldest.
Damn.
Hello, clocked? Jeez. I think
that
that's,
bad?
No, that's
No, no.
great. It's perfect.
Now forethought heel.
Forethought heel.
Okay, well, only.
I thought those were both the same thing this past week. I learned that they're not. I did. I learned they're not the same.
I didn't know
I'm
that
also
they
gonna
were.
say, does it have something to do with like a heel of a sock?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like afterthought would be putting it on after you've already made the sock.
Yes.
Yes.
But so would
So good.
forethought.
Which,
I don't
it's
really,
such a
I'm gonna say I
weird,
don't
like,
know what forethought means. Forethought, like you thought of it beforehand.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's like you planned on putting
Okay, so that's oldest.
the heel in a specific place, but after
Where? The heel? Like, where else would you put it?
Well, it's like you knit an entire tube, but you put a
Oh.
little string of extra of yarn so that it's easier to pick up to add the heel after. Whereas afterthought, you just cut out the yarn.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna retract my statement and say that forethought is oldest and then afterthought is only.
Okay. Although I liked your first interpretation.
Then I stick to it.
I'll
agree with you.
It's
I'll
like,
agree with you.
Such an oldest. I'm like, well, your idea.
Well, you were actually valid the first time.
knitted frog dissection.
So. I won't.
Jesus.
I'm just
Swipe.
not gonna deal with that. That's only. Because only they will do it, and I'm not gonna have anything.
Yeah. And entrelac.
Youngest.
Mm-hmm. I could see that.
I could too.
Yeah.
And I'm assigning that because you're the only one that I know that speaks French.
Yo.
That's why we're sitting.
And then finally, frogging.
Frogging. So going back, I know that because I've done that. Middleist.
Is it middleist?
It's middleist.
It's middleist.
Because also everyone does it.
Yes.
Maybe everyone.
That's
Middle ground. Everyone does it. Everyone's
true.
done it.
Also, that frog emoji was supposed to be with the knitted frog dissection.
Okay, but it's after it. So it's
I
after
thought
two
you
other
did
ones.
that.
No.
Did you enter in the middle of it?
That's funny.
I don't know. But the idea of frogging is
I think it's middle.
everyone.
I think it's
kinda
middle of
does
the
it.
line. Everyone, all siblings, the
Yeah.
whole family. I'm gonna say the whole family.
Ooh, frogging or tinking.
Even
I'm gonna
older.
add tinking to you. Tinking.
Tinking is when you like literally
right.
do this and you're knitting backwards, so it's tink instead of knit.
Because
Isn't that so
knitters,
annoying?
knitters are
Youngest.
nothing if not creative with words.
And then you know why it's
Puns.
called frogging, right?
Because you rip it back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You rip it,
that's cute. I think
Maybe
that's
some
funny.
of you didn't know that.
I think
now
it's
you
cute.
do.
rip it.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with it? Rip it.
And
rip
so
it.
we
Rip it.
knew we'd be coming to you from this hotel room. We'd like planned this,
Yes.
and so I was like, we have to talk about vacations with your siblings
Yes.
because it's youngest, middle, and
So
oldest.
we have the entire gambit of experience.
We are in the back seat of a vehicle right now.
Yes, we absolutely
We're in the back
are.
of my mom's Suburban. We
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Like, we just are.
Except I'm gonna say
So
something.
I'm in the back because I'm in the middle.
I would be in the middle because growing up I was in the middle the whole.
Because
You're
you were
the
the
smallest.
smallest.
Yeah,
I was
either
unfortunately
side of
my
it.
little brother.
Timmy's breathing my air, Mom.
And I'm just sitting here rolling my eyes with my headphones on.
You're the
Mhm.
front seat. You're the passenger seat.
I actually was in the passenger seat frequently because I was the only one who got car sick.
That is also culture. Because but I will say this, because I also get car sick, and being a middle, you are regaled to the back, usually. And so especially with because it was my older brother and then I have a younger brother. And so, and we also would have exchange students. And so it would be like my older brother and then the exchange student usually in the middle, because we also had the Suburban. And so it was like the three seats. And so my
Yeah.
parents are in the front, older brother, exchange student, and then me and Dylan are in the back. And I'm car sick as fuck. But
No.
because that's also, it's so
were you a
fucky because,
puker? Or
No,
were
I wasn't
just
a puker, I was just
nauseous-
very
yeah,
nauseous. but I will say this, people think it's a fake, fake disease or you're faking it so that you don't have to sit in the back. And it's not real. It's not real.
No.
Who
And I'm
thinks it's fake?
Who thinks it's fake? Tim does.
Except I did get
Because they're all-
motion sickness like
Yeah.
recently, and I was like, "Oh, this is no joke."
Mhm.
And it
No,
really
it's
does
awful.
affect when you sit in the front.
Yes.
And it's like
Because you're seeing forward and you're not.
seeing.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And so I remember getting car sick, but it's so like, I don't know what, maybe it was childhood, I don't know what it was. But it's like, you're in your brain, you're like, I'm faking it, and people are gonna think I'm faking it so that I can sit in the front seat. And it's like, no, it's not true. I'm just sick. Like I just want to sit in the front.
Sick.
Poor
Please let me
baby.
sit in the front.
Poor baby Emily.
Poor me. Poor me.
Yeah.
So one time, this is my car sick story.
Okay.
So I grew up and I was very close with my godmother and her kids.
Mhm.
And so we did this really big camping trip where we took 2 cars. One of the cars was my mom and my godmother, and then my sister and I, our family friends, James and Jessica, and my Nina, my godmother's daughter, Brittany. So there are fully 7 of us in one car. So my mom and godmother were like, we'll make all of the kids a bag of snacks for them to have in the car,
Mhm.
okay? So I was always in the middle section because I got car sick. So I needed to be able to like see, because it helped me
Yes.
not get car sick. So
Yeah.
I could just stare out the window. And then it was like James, and then Kennedy, I think, was still in the car seat at that point, and then Brittany and Jessica in the back. So we were driving to Yosemite. So it's like a good like 5 hours from
Ooh.
Southern California,
Yep.
okay? So, and that's like a lot of
Yeah.
kids. We're starting the mountain, and I'm like, oh, okay, we can do this. It's okay. I can do this. Brittany in the back opens up a fucking bag of beef jerky.
Hell no. I'm actually jumping out the car. I'm jumping out the car.
And I
What?
remember all of us were like, like, Brittany,
How dare you?
Why right now? And she's like, what? And she like wouldn't close the back, so we had to like roll down the windows. We're like going
It's
like
almost as bad as
this,
corn nuts.
and I wasn't able to eat beef jerky
Oh no.
for years because the smell of it immediately made me be like,
Oh.
and I'm also not a puker. I'm just a nauseous person. I also have emetophobia, so I would like
Oh,
avoid
shit.
vomiting at all costs.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's like a very clear memory. And every time I smell beef jerky, I get pissed.
That's gross.
I know, isn't that awful?
Wow. First of all, disgusting. Second of all, that's so many people in a vehicle going up mountain roads.
I can't believe they did that, and it was like a 10-day camping trip.
Oh my gosh.
I know. God bless my mom and godmother.
Yeah, for real. Patience. When you were going on vacation, first of all, the snack bag was a thing.
It was very
What kind
much
of
a
snacks are we gonna have? Does mom make sandwiches? And mom making sandwiches.
Oh, you're signing to mom.
In my life, my mom would be like, okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna pull over and go to Stella. Stella makes a sandwich. But also halfway through, we would usually be going to my grandparents in the Thousand Islands, and we would pull over about.
Where the dressing came from?
Yeah.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Wait.
I know. Thousand Islands, New York. It's on the St. Lawrence River.
Where are the islands?
Alexandria Bay. What?
Where are the islands?
They're between, so New York State goes like this, right here, and this is the St. Lawrence River, and this is Canada. So it's, the river splits Canada, and the islands are all throughout here. There's like, I think there's over 1,000.
Wow.
Florida
Anyway,
Okay.
my dad would know, he was a...
Sorry, I digress. I
Or
just had to
boat tour.
clarify.
I know, that's so
So
interesting.
we'd be going there, and we would stop about an hour in at this place called the Cherry Knoll. And it was exactly what it sounds like, a truck stop kind of thing. But they had the best, to this day, chicken burger. It was like a crispy chicken burger.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I don't know what they put on it. It was probably normal. It was probably just like cooked in tons of grease.
Uh-huh.
But it was amazing. And then they had, for dessert, a peanut butter fudge sundae. Just like
That's
homemade
so
with the
good.
hot peanut butter and the hot fudge.
Oh my god.
Jeez. Yeah, that was really good. But that's usually what we did for food. Or sometimes we stopped at Dairy Queen, which...
DQ.
DQ! We stand DQ in this place.
My family, my mom indoctrinated us all to love bold Chex Mix. And that was like we like loved bold Chex Mix. Like that was like our favorite thing.
Is that just Chex Mix with like spice
But
in
like
it?
with just like a little bit more flavor, like a little
Okay.
bit, it's like in a darker bag, so you know it's like kind of like dark sided.
Uh-huh.
It's a little bit different.
So it had like 3 times the amount of sodium.
Well,
yeah.
that part, and it's very good for that reason. But we would fight over the rye chips in there. So you know it has like a big,
yeah.
and we'd get the family size.
Okay.
Yeah, family. But we would like fight over like, okay, you have 2 rye chips, so like why are you eating all the rye chips? And it was like, Emily, stop eating all.
That was the
I was
commodity?
favorite number 1 because I loved rye chips. And so then they came out with like
Only like
with
extra
only rye chips.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's what
Didn't
I'm
they take them away for a while?
They
They
did.
did, and it was dark sided as well. So I'm very sad.
Chex Mix, I never eat Chex Mix, but when I am in an airport and I need a snack to buy before I get on the
That's the
plane, I love Chex Mix.
Reliable.
So
bold.
good.
Because they also have
Salty.
Muddy Buddies now.
Oh my god.
They have like the
The
dessert
Muddy
ones.
Buddies are good, yeah.
I mean, I love a Muddy
And they're like
Buddy,
puppy chow. They're like puppy chow. It's everything.
Amazing.
Can I ask you a question? What is the order of operations that you eat the Chex Mix? Like, what pieces are your favorite and what are your least favorite? Because I'm going to go ahead and say, if we're eating Chex Mix, you can have all the rye.
Interesting.
All of the bagel,
Interesting take.
like...
The bagel chips are my
Well, the bagel
second
chips
favorites.
are my second least favorite. So I'll
Rye
We're
is
gonna-
your
we're
least
different,
favorite.
right?
Rye's my least favorite.
That's crazy. I would fight over that.
I didn't used
That's
to
the
like the
first
rye
one.
ones, but
That's
I think it's just it's honestly so well balanced, the mix. So
It's
I like,
really-
like to
It's the whole thing.
I do.
I agree.
Yeah.
If I'm not eating just a rye chip,
I
I'm doing
picked
all of them.
through. I'm like, where are those pretzels? Pretzels first? And then
Pretzels
the
are
normal
good.
Rice
Then why
Krispie
don't you
ones.
just buy
Or,
pretzels?
not Rice Krispies. I do,
Also-
but there's like...
The pretzels are my least favorite part. And then like the breadsticks. I don't like the breadsticks.
The breadsticks are good. They're right in the middle for
Which
me,
ones
though.
are the
We
breadsticks?
should share a thing. Of
We should.
Chex Mix right
I will
fucking
split
now.
it out. I'm not
Oh
having
my god,
this.
what if they have some in the
Interesting.
lobby?
Goes to the
Put it on the
machine right
pizza.
now. Put it on the
pizza.
pizza. We ordered pizza. Because why not? When in Rome. But we're not in Rome.
We're not in Rome. We're in
We're
Albany.
not.
Albany. Oregon.
And so we're gonna do what? We're gonna do pizza, and then later we're gonna do
Young
Applebee's.
rider, Isaac is on the way. Little red car.
I'm literally gonna be here in like 2 minutes.
I know. I should probably go out and see.
Should we take a pause?
Take a pause. Take a break.
Go see if they have Chex Mix in the
I
lobby.
will. I will too.
I'm gonna put like waiting room music.
needed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ask them if they have butter pats at Applebee's. I want butter pats. I bet they do.
You want to add on your potatoes?
Oh. My uncle used to tell my cousins, instead of saying I farted, that you shot a bunny.
You shot a bunny?
Yeah, I
Aw.
shot a bunny.
Oh my
And
God.
I
Pilot.
thought, I didn't know that this was family
Human.
specific. I thought that just it was a
That's
euphemism
dangerous.
for farting.
Uh-huh.
I just like thought that. So I remember specifically in the hotel room, my little sister, I mean, I was 9, so she would have been like 5,
Uh-huh.
like very seriously saying, I farted a bunny.
There is
So
now a
great.
rabbit in the hotel room.
Excuse me?
That's cute.
You know, I remember there's this one story of when we were driving. It's another driving one. But we were in, my grandparents had an RV that they would take. And we were doing like a cross country with, my dad was working, so it was just like my mom and my siblings.
Whoa.
And my grandparents. And my grandparents are my dad's parents. And so it was like my mom and her
in-laws.
My mom was having a moment. She was like with her in-laws and with her children. And I was like, well. But there's this really funny moment where we were driving past McDonald's and my little brother was like such a McDonald's fiend. And so they would have a code word that was the Golden Arches.
Yes.
And I remember I was trying to like alert people that we were going to be coming up on a McDonald's, but I did not know the proper verbiage, and I said, "It's the Golden Crotches." It's the Golden Crotches.
Oh my gosh.
So that was very.
That's
silly
what
of
did your
me.
mom do?
She took it in stride. So
She
did.
just,
like
like-
she did everything in her life.
Yep. She's like,
Took
actually.
it in stride. It's actually not what it's called.
And so how many?
But then she just tells it to everyone I know at the dinner table, and I was like, oh well.
Okay, thanks, Mom. How many of us, thinking back on these trips, go, God bless my mom?
Oh,
Yes.
every single one.
God
Yep.
bless my mom.
Or my dad for like listening to whatever music that we all wanted while he was driving.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yes, it was like, oh, we're playing Glee now. Oh, okay. I really wants the Glee right now. Or my mom's country music, and he like hates country music.
Aw.
Or I think he doesn't hate it, but he doesn't
not
like
his
it. He's a
preferred.
metalhead. He's
Yeah,
he's not gonna do that. So it's like, no, he doesn't want to listen to that. But parents are saints when it comes to like us fighting in the back seats.
Oh,
Us
this,
being like,
if you
Mom!
make me turn around, I'm gonna. That like backhand comes flying at you.
yeah,
Like,
they're not even looking at you.
No.
They're no scoping it.
Yep. We listened. My dad had this tape of Gordon Lightfoot, and we hated it. We were like, "No, Dad, please don't flip it over and play it again." And it was the tape, and it was just like so. But
The
then
B-side.
we would like whisper to each other, and it was like, "Oh, he's flipping it over again." Oh, here comes like. I love Gordon Lightfoot now. It's like turned into a
nostalgic now.
good memory. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, going back to like where you sleep, like because usually the standard for a 5-person family is to like get like 2 queens. And
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's also different. Like as we've aged, it's like different because of gender and for no reason.
Sure.
Well, which is like for a reason.
Right.
Yeah.
But I remember when I was a kid, it was I loved the pull-out couch because my brothers are gonna share the bed.
Yep.
My parents are gonna be in that. I get my own place.
Yep.
But as I grew older, you grow resentment. Your back starts to hurt. Your back starts to hurt. And so now it's like sometimes I'll share with my mom. My dad will be like, "No, you take it," and I'm like, "I don't want." But you're older than me. But sometimes he'll be like, "No, I'm sleeping on it." I'm like, okay.
Don't shoot a gift horse in the
There
mouth.
we go.
Well, now I feel guilty. Now I'm sleeping guilty.
You don't see that all in your
I'll sleep it off because I'm not sleeping wink because I'm like, Mike, are you good?
Oh yeah. So because we're at Black Sheep, we went shopping. We did some light shopping.
Some light shopping.
Emily and I did a cool. I've always wanted to learn to punch needle, and we did a like little punch needle class. It was cute. It was like an hour long, and we each made one of these. I left mine at the convention center, but
You lived in the convention center?
I think so.
At my booth, I think.
At the booth,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
I think
It was
so.
super fun.
Yeah, I
it
think you
was.
did too. I remember seeing it on the table.
Yeah.
Like so easy and so quick. Or not easy, but like it was like
You were in.
She gave. I was in. I was
You were
like locked in. I completely locked in.
Yeah.
It just like made sense to me somehow. Like she was very direct with her instructions. And he was.
I wanted to do it right,
He was
but I
youngest
also
thing.
just like wanted her to like me. And, give me ice cream. And she was just like, no nonsense. She's like, this is yarn. Don't worry
She's
about
like,
it. I was
this
like,
is yarn.
well, can you?
You're like,
pull
but
it
am I
out?"
doing it right?
Yeah.
That was exactly.
Is this right? She's
verbatim.
like, well, measure your gauge. No, this is. You're getting 4 to the inch. You need 5 to 6 to the inch. And I was like, oh my gosh. Here's my gauge swatch again.
Exactly. But it was so fun. Like she had a bunch of little like I don't know how long they were, like 2 foot, 3 foot long pieces of.
Oh, cuts of like wool yarn.
yeah. Is this acrylic or wool?
That's wool. That's why it
Okay.
like smelled like that and felted when he like kind of ironed it.
But I thought that's because she put that spray on the back.
It is, yeah.
But it was so fun. Like I had such a blast doing it. I would
Good
definitely do it again. So that's our first thing we did.
Do you think you would craft more of that?
I think I would.
I think I would too.
I
Did
think
you
I
see the
totally would.
rug that Heather had on the ground of her booth where Tim got the fiber from?
Oh yes, I did.
She made that rug.
Wow.
It's like
It was
all
really cool.
abstract.
Oh yeah,
and,
yeah,
like,
yeah. The shape like the amorphous kind
Yes,
of. Yeah, that was
yeah.
really beautiful.
I would make a rug for my house or like
Hell yeah.
like a wall hanging.
Mhm.
I would make.
We need to just like have because like if I'm doing the craft and you're doing the craft, we all buy the supplies.
Yeah.
We need
Separately.
a communal like
Yes.
fiber library or
Absolutely.
something.
That's actually
Well, I
so
said,
smart.
Emily, if you do this more, please let me give you some of my stash. Jar.
Yes.
Please.
Oh my god, it eats it up.
I
It
know.
eats it
Same.
right up.
I know, that's the best.
Yeah, I want to do some of that, but again,
should
it's like I don't want to buy all the materials.
It
You should go to
is,
her.
Yeah.
Uma. Her name was Uma.
Una.
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 Una and Will.
Not Irma.
Irma.
With Thurman. Una.
Season
Irma.
11. Season 11, Long Island. Long Island Medium.
Long Island
season
Tea.
season 11. No. Teresa Caputo, Long Island Medium. No.
Kay and I were watching Lovecraft Country, which is like
Yeah.
a horror
Yeah.
HBO show.
Scary.
One time I said, I want to watch Lovecraft Island.
Make that a show. Do that. It's a horror
And
love.
Kay
love
like
show.
about lost their mind.
I would actually love a like a fake like a show that's Love Island but a horror series. Like one of them is like a murderer. Like Clue meets Love Island.
This is my home.
Oh my god,
This is my
okay.
home.
You're
Look at his bag. Look how cute.
And who showed you the bag?
The man who worked at the booth.
No! No! Give me credit!
Mckenzie told me to go to this booth because there were some cool bags, and then you bought like 3 of them.
Yes, you did buy 3
You
bags.
did, and I love that.
I
for you.
bought 2.
Well, because also you bought some for.
Emily,
No,
where's
I only
yours?
bought 2.
I bought one.
Show yours.
I will show mine.
Emily, show yours.
god, I'm going.
So this is the bag that I got. Perfect for picnics and such. And I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, it's really cute.
Same place
colors.
as Tim and Ken's.
So it was my birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday! From the Jenny crew.
But I happened to see a few people that I love and respect, and I love their work. And one of them is Heather from Girl with a Hook. She spins fantastic yarn. She dyes it. It's just a cool artist. Then she has jewelry and earrings and like
Yeah, the earrings that are made of like the furniture upholstery.
the like
Yeah,
This
like they're
one?
really like fuzzy, fun. It was really cool.
so good. Check out her stuff. But I mentioned that it was my birthday, and she goes, "I want you to have this." What? I'm putting my face all over it.
When you see these
I'm not-
colors, like what do you feel?
Oh. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy. Name the show. You probably can't. It's from Nickelodeon.
Rocco's Modern Life.
Close. Kind of the same gross, like.
Ren and Stimpy?
Yes! Happy, happy, joy, joy. Oh my god, what a silly show. Anyway, these colors, I mean, I know they're gonna, as I spin, they're gonna get muddy and cruddy.
But then you're
And
gonna
I
get
love that
And then I'm
pink,
gonna
though.
get peep of this orange, this like coral
It's
color.
really cool.
So excited about this. Anyway,
It's really beautiful.
yes, I love her yarns. I love her fiber. I'm gonna get more of that fiber. And then I went to Royal Bee, the Royal Bee Yarn Company. I love. She's also a dyer, Kelly, EY, and
Get it right.
she's incredible. We had a booth across from her at Stitches, the very last Stitches, or the second to last Stitches. But Starlight had a booth across from her, and I was like, who is that? She's such a great personality. She's like bubbly and really kind, and she had a lot of folks coming over to see her stuff and her yarn. And her husband was there, and I think he had a British accent, Irish. Ooh, sorry, an accent. Sorry, man. But they were just a really cool couple, and then I felt the yarn, and I was like, oh my. And I picked up this one. This color is just kind of everything. I love it. It's a DK weight. It's beautiful. I don't know what the color is. I don't even know if there is a color on it. But it's green and stunning. Really, really happy with it. Check them out too. Great yarn. Great stuff.
And then we also, we're in so there's a part of the festival that was in like this barn with all these sheep. And there was a young lady there, probably like 7 years old maybe.
Was she like 11 maybe? Do you think
Was she like 11?
Maybe.
No, I think she was a little younger. I think
Let's
she was
go
maybe
between
8.
and say 9.
Let's go in between.
Okay.
Let's agree.
We'll bargain.
We'll agree to disagree. So she was about 9 years old, and she and she was making her own felt out of the sheep's wool that she raised, like her family raised them, and so she made these cute little flower clips, and so I had to pick them up for me and Tim.
It really is.
It's so far
Can you
away.
hear
so far away.
ASMR?
This one's a little sunflower
It's
kind of
really
one.
darling, and I got a little poppy.
It's so
And she had
cute.
like a coaster, like a chicken coaster, and like a mustache and beard. It was
Good.
so
So
fun.
cute.
And so we got some cute little.
They were valet sheep, and they were really cute. Valet
Yes.
black nose.
And they're very
Valet
soft
black
and
nose.
fun, and I was happy to support a small business. A young capitalist, I was happy to support today.
You did the thing. You did.
Yeah, we had a great day.
It
Yes.
was a really good day.
Is there anything that you're eyeing? Because you didn't get to really buy
Yeah.
that.
I
Is
mean,
there anything
obviously
that's on
I'm
your
working,
mind?
and I was trying not to buy stuff until I made.
Maybe even.
Correct. No, but there's so I've been to the show 2 years ago, and to be honest, it was very low traffic. It was very chill. I was a little underwhelmed by the selection at that time, but I was like so pleasantly surprised when I went in yesterday to set up. Like it was just like really like there was good energy. And it was very busy today, and like the booths were really nice. Yeah, so I think like we were still coming out of COVID 2 years ago, so just people weren't really going to things as often. And I don't think there was more marketing for this necessarily, but
Sure.
it sure did feel like there were a lot more people than 2 years
Do you
ago.
think
So
Stitch's closing had anything to do with it?
I don't know, because we have 2 new fiber festivals in the
I know,
Pacific
but like
Northwest.
there was Sacramento companies there, like
Yeah, I guess
California
so.
Pacifica even. I was
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
whoa, that's
maybe.
a journey. But because if
Maybe.
it's not going to be in the San Francisco or like
Right.
Bay Area, where else would you do a
Is
show?
that where that
come
one
up?
was?
Yeah, my neighbor, the one with the little kiddo,
Oh yeah,
she's
yeah.
from Northern California.
that's so cool.
So maybe.
I love that.
Yeah, so
Makes
I
for a
think it
good
was really
show.
great. Some of the vendors that I'm excited about, Sunny Yarns.
Yes.
Her stuff was,
Mhm.
her branding is on point. It looked really great.
The graphic design is like stellar.
Totally, it
Yeah,
was
those.
very sweet. I really am excited about Be Kind yarn. I love a self-striping. I love a self-striping yarn, and I really like knitting K rainbow socks
Yeah.
because I just,
As you
it's
should.
kind of obnoxious, and so I love it.
Yeah.
Good.
And so I think I'm gonna get a skein of that to knit K a pair of socks.
I love that.
Let's see. I mean, Royal Bee's booth was beautiful.
Yeah.
So pretty.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna be picking up some spinning fiber. Shaggy Bear Farms was there, which is where I got that like really beautiful deep chocolate natural sheep color, and I saw that she had some of that. So yeah, and I really want to make some more bats.
Yeah.
Like I had a really fun time, and I have some bats in my booth, and yeah, people are really excited about them. So
Yes.
yeah, that's it. But I'll be here for another couple days, so I'll have some time to think about it.
Yeah,
So
peruse.
exciting.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for
It'll be
you.
exciting to see the crowds that show up and that.
Yeah,
This is
tomorrow
just
is gonna be
Friday.
fascinating.
Like, this is all the people that got today off of work.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Totally. So yeah, very pleasantly surprised because I wasn't 100% sure how
Yeah.
good the show was gonna go. So.
I also love Tatiana, Tumalo Fiber.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Our friend.
Tumalo has great booth.
Great booth.
There's a cotton merino blend that she
I
has.
saw. Yeah, I know. I think I'm gonna get some of that.
I was like, really? Oh, it's
is it
so
a
good.
DK weight?
And they had
I
like,
think it is.
were they the ones
Just
that had
like a
the
little
Lucy?
tank.
Oh.
They were the
So
ones that
cute.
had the Lucy and Yak.
No.
Aprons
Yes,
on?
aprons on. Yeah.
Oh, they were wearing.
They were-
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe they were fitted out to the god.
Yes, they were. Indeed.
I think I'm gonna get Guillaume's. Her husband Guillaume makes these little wooden boxes with magnet
Yes.
things, and that
They
you can
looked
put your
beautiful.
needles
Those
in
are
it.
so cool.
So pretty.
Yeah.
Bunch of different trees too.
I'm also. I have to say, I'm not really a drop spinner,
Yeah,
but those spindles.
I know. I almost.
What was the brand? Do you
I don't remember, but they're like this, and they're like.
Everyone knows.
Yes.
Everyone knows.
And they're usually they have like little mini ones.
I don't
They're really cute.
know. No, you don't. They probably, if they're spinners, they know it. It's the one where you like pull off the X and then you slide him out and you have a little ball of
Oh,
your
yes.
Oh wait, I
spindles.
have one of those.
What are they called? It starts with a J, I think. Me
Uh-huh.
signing J
Not
like that's
jar-
gonna happen.
It comes with a Jarka. No, that's not it.
Jarka. Jakarta.
I have one. Where did I get it? Oh, Amanda. Amanda gave me some with some fiber, and I enjoyed spinning on it. It
It
whips
looks
around.
so
It's just like,
nicely
woo!
balanced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
really nice.
I think if it's stretch goals of what I would come home with this weekend would definitely be a drum carter, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Oh, those like
Like
big.
a bigger one, yeah.
Those were crazy. We
Because
watched
I love using it, but
Mhm.
it only it holds like an ounce of fiber.
It really
we were
doesn't
like, what
hold
the
much.
heck?
Yeah.
I want one that would
Yeah.
hold like maybe up
A
to
bigger
4
one.
ounces.
Also, if that's not the goal, maybe a board.
A blending
A
board.
blending board.
Yeah.
I saw a few of them.
I did
available.
too. I love a roll lag. I want to
Me
make a roll
too.
lag. We're
Roll
just
lag
like
is great.
talking over Emily. Like,
Hey,
ah!
Middle-East, can I hear you? No, I can't because you're getting talked over. It's okay.
Oh my god.
It's literally okay. But we watched that the bat, like what was it called, the rolling bat thing. It was, what was it, this
Drum carter.
drum carter. And it was, we were watching that woman and it was like basically How It's Made, the TV show. And it was like from her putting it on this like big conveyor belt, and it was like putting a bunch of like different colored yarns, and then it was through the machine to like card it.
Yes.
And that thing, and then it was being spun by this other thing, and I was just like, this is everything. I loved it. And we were just staring, and then she told us all her drama. I was like,
It was big.
It was
a big
everything.
like mill one.
it was like a
right?
mill. It was crazy. It was so cool to watch.
It was pretty neat.
yeah, I really liked it. Also, I'm gonna abandon this for now because I don't know how to join it.
I'd
So,
love to join the two.
yes, so I'm trying to make this. I should have done it when I just had the chain.
Yeah.
But what I should do now is I should.
Make sure it's flat. Like.
I just did it. I just
Oh,
did
you
it.
did.
And so then I just do a slip stitch basically.
You can
Yeah.
just do a slip stitch.
I think it is twisted.
It is twisted.
I don't know how to.
Let me see.
Por favor.
This actually might be a good time to talk about what we're making.
What I am making right now is the continued version of this. So this was I'll send you the link. It's a YouTube tutorial that I followed of this person that made a dress, like a mesh dress. But I wanted the versatility because I love to style like all these different things, and I wanted the versatility of a shirt and a skirt. And so I'm basically just continuing this down, but just separated it.
Yeah, perfect.
But Tim gave me the good suggestion of like going from the bottom up, so that I can then make a waistband later. Because I want like a drawstring waistband.
Yeah,
Because I'm just making this like my hip length,
yeah.
so I don't want.
And then it's just coming
'cause I don't
up,
want,
but-
I'm not doing blah blah blah.
Yeah. No, but the mesh will like
It will blah blah
form
blah
and-
itself.
yeah.
exactly.
love
So
that.
that's what I'm working on right now. So
What are you working on, Mckenzie?
I am. You guys, first of all, I'm gonna run out of yarn.
kind of chicken.
I'm test knitting this pattern. I thought I'd be okay, but I should have trusted my instinct. And now the place I bought it had yarn like 3 days ago. It had another skein, and now it doesn't. So I ordered it from a different place, and we'll see how the dye lots are. But this is the High Time Tank. I've talked about it before, and it is it is almost released, and I will put the link to it down below. But yes,
this is so cool.
You probably can't see it from over there, but
it's like this really cool seaming.
So in the seam, I'm going to like basically attach pieces of
like the fringe
thread to be fringe. It's gonna be sick.
Yes.
So I'm doing that. I'm almost done with the back. Again, I'm probably gonna run out of yarn tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then when I get the rest of it in, I'll finish it up. But it's so close. I guess I could add the fringe before I like finish the rest of it, so that's like done.
That's at least the same kind of thing. Yeah.
But I'm really happy with like the fit and everything, and this color is super out of my comfort zone, but I love it.
I really like it.
And I also was thinking, I have a pair of cowboy boots that are like metallic, but they're like silver metallic. And the yarn I got is copper metallic, but what if I did the silver metallic and then it would like match my boots?
That's cool. I love that.
It would be
idea.
so sick.
Oh my
so
God.
we have to go to karaoke, and I have to sing Orville Peg.
That or Pink Pony Club.
Or Pink Pony Club.
I'm gonna keep on dancing.
Are you going in the space?
I'm going in the space, yes. Thank you. I really appreciate this.
Gotcha. And I don't know if you're doing a double crochet or a single.
I'm doing a double crochet.
Okay, so this,
Yep.
this.
But also, we recently learned that I'm doing single crochets wrong.
That's okay. Nobody cares.
That's fine.
Yay!
Yay! Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Tim, what are you working on?
I am working on the second sleeve finally of the Eddie Bauer Cotton Punk Rock and Bud book. Design slinky little summer tee, and I'm seeing that this Eddie Bauer yarn is biasing a little bit. It's very interesting, but yeah, I'm excited about it.
For the uninitiated, what does biasing mean?
So if you see this, it kind of the yarn, the way it's spun, when you knit it, it kind of like slants. Like your stitches start to like slant.
So it's like a laying down flat, but you can still see it's like moving to the left a little bit.
See?
Yeah.
And it's just the way they, it can happen if you spin your yarn.
Basically too much.
Like,
I mean, that's debatable, but.
Because then you can block it too, right? But like, I've also heard that doesn't. There's debate around it. It's whatever. Yeah.
It's the great
But anyway, I think once I block it, everything will be fine, and I honestly don't even care that much.
It's like the softest thing that I've felt you like use, and it's like so soft.
Quite lovely. I think it's because I'm doing the gauge super open,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not annoying to knit with this cotton.
Yeah. You can be wearing that at the lake next week.
I know. It's a really warm lake, but I don't like feeling the gross on the bottom, so I wear Crocs.
Yeah,
You need some snowshoes.
Yeah, I wear like my Tevas in the water.
Yeah, that's classic.
Because it's just.
Well, also like, it's not this is the thing. I will put my feet in the beach, in the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
My bare feet. No free feet, but I will put it in the ocean. But I will not. I don't trust Oregon waters yet. I don't trust them yet. I trust sharks more than Oregon waters. Like that is a certified fact.
So there was this beach in Boston, and we had like a little beach day, and the water wasn't very nice, and honestly, it felt like you were walking through mud when you tried to go in. It was like, it didn't matter if you were wearing shoes, the like mud would go between your toes, and it's not a pleasant experience.
Thank you.
And the water's like all muddy because of it, and you're like, is this mud or is this something else? I don't know.
Yeah.
So we were like, me and like a few people were just trying to get like some level of water.
Yes.
So we like waded in, and also it's like in a bay, so it's not, there's no waves, like it's very low, like not tide, but like
But like not choppy water at all.
No, not at all.
Not a lot of waves.
It's
at all.
very
Very
clear.
calm.
So we're like all standing there, and I literally felt a crab walk across my foot.
No.
Like, and I was like, like I felt something on my foot, and then all of my friends start screaming and like running out of the water, and then other people start feeling the crabs like running over their feet, and we're all like,
Gross.
That's so gross.
Ugh.
yeah.
Thank you. You know, the other day, this is like kind of like anecdotal, but I saw someone on Instagram that's making all the sweaters, like the grandmother sweaters from Animal Crossing, New Horizons,
Knitting them?
knitting them. And she crocheted one, or they crocheted one, I don't know the pronouns, but they're like making all of them like real to life. And I
cute.
desperately can't wait to see all of
That's
them.
cool.
Like it's like they just made the pink duck sweater. Like that has them walking across the
Cute.
Oh, no.
Cute.
That's fun.
You know, knitting in relation to games is reminding me of the Connection socks.
Oh my god.
Connections socks. First of all, the New York connections, the New York Times connections.
And we have like our group text with Emily, Tim, me, and Kay.
Okay.
And we're always just like, F this! Like,
I can't believe it.
I
I
was
get
like,
so mad.
hi, my name
mother
is
and I-
Mckenzie,
Yes.
and I am addicted to losing at Connections. Like, I mean,
It's ridiculous. My mother and I, like, we had the exact same scores basically on everything because we share a hive mind, and it's like we're okay with the Wordle. We usually get it within like 3 to 4.
mhm.
Other times we fail, but connections we have failed. I say 80% of the time.
Yes,
It's
it's
like
really
I
hard.
can't think of them. I like cannot think.
And
of
you
them.
know
They
what
are
Kay does?
stupid.
If we get all 3 of them, then they look at the remaining 4 before you
Yes,
click it,
yes.
and they go, what
What
is
the hell
the
is this?"
category?
Exactly. But then the socks. So like, how are the socks made? The connection.
So
socks.
I will say, so Annabeth
An artist on
is
Instagram.
Knitworthy, is on Instagram and is making reels and TikToks of her Connection socks, which is like taking her score every day and like knitting it into socks. And so I don't know why, like I just like immediately wanted to be salty about it. Like no, like literally like no, there was nothing. I was just like, I don't know about that, like blah blah blah. And then I was looking at another video of hers, and she was fully wearing a t-shirt that I designed, the By Knitter t-shirt. And I was like, oh my god, she's so nice. Like, this is such a good idea.
Okay, so capitalist. So capitalist.
But no, for real, I started following her, and I'm really, really enjoying, like, her Connections updates. And y'all, fucking Connections, we all can agree that that's so annoying.
I can't do it.
So yeah, but I love our little group chat where we're like sharing our shit, and I like was telling you yesterday I got the Wordle in 2 guesses yesterday, and I was like,
I feel like
wow,
a champion.
am I better than everyone? And then like today I like got 3 out of 5 of the letters in the correct placement, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get it on the second try 2 days in a row. And then I like immediately guessed wrong 4 times, and I was like, cool. Like,
I will say, in your favor,
violently humbled.
exactly. In your favor though, today was stupid because it's one of those ones where it's like it's like where you have like green blank, green blank. And then there's like 8,000 different words that you
I
can use.
know, but
And it's so aggravating because the ones that I failed are because I get like 4 in a row, like green blank.
But
green,
it
green,
could
blank.
be any
It could be any
letter.
It could
right?
be anything.
There's like 18 letters that would like work in there.
Exactly.
I do also feel like recently there were like 2 weeks where they were doing a lot
they're
of
trying to fuck with
words
me.
with repeat letters.
They're trying to fuck
Like
with me.
for sure. And
Or
I was
start with
like,
a vowel. Don't start with a goddamn vowel. I don't want you to. Stop it. Start with 2 consonants always. Well, also, do you start with the same word every single day?
I
The
do.
word?
I have 2 words that I go.
What's your word?
A rose and then climb.
With a B at the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
You'd be surprised.
Emily, go ahead and tell yours.
Well, ever since this is the first time I've done it, and ever since then I've done ISLE.
A-I-S-L-E.
How many people have also done it?
A-I-S-L-E.
About 80% of that chat has done it as well.
I do train. And I know
Shows
that
rain.
train, Train,
Oh, that's a
because
good
I
one.
know that no one's gonna do it because a lot of people.
Parking lot.
Because you
But
were
also, in my head, I imagine everyone on the subway or waiting at the subway station in New York because it's the New York Times, they're typing in train, and it's too obvious, and I know they're never gonna make it train. But I just want that one time.
I know, I love the people who are just like, I'm too stubborn to give up on my order. Because
I
at
did the
some
other day, and I was
point,
like, ugh.
It's not even stubborn. It's
yeah.
like I'm trying to get the most vowels out of the way as soon as possible. That's
Right.
just like
Oh.
And so, and I also know like S and L are more
I
likely
know
to be
a
in there.
lot of
I'm
people
very-
do a do.
I don't like that because D. When are you using D?
I just go back to good old Pat Sajak. R-S-T-L-E-N-E, Vanna. Put those up. Final puzzle.
What word did you
Really?
just spell?
Esther.
No, at the end of, like,
Jeopardy?
Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune.
He's like,
At the end of.
he's like R-S-T-L-N-E. And put those up. Those are the ones we'll give you. And then you have to guess your other ones. And they're like P, M, D, and I. It's like, no.
No.
That's the Wheel of Disfortune. The Wheel of Unfortune. I don't know.
You've seen the guy who was like, I would like to guess, and it's like up the butt or something like that, and they're like, no, like,
Not even close. Oof.
Have some couth.
oh my
Have some
God.
couth, sir.
No, I usually do
connections.
aisle, and then if none of those fit, I do pros. Or no, prone.
Oh, prone is a good one. Yeah, I like my. Well, I used to do arise,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is a pretty
great one,
good
too.
one. But then I really like climb because it gives you C, L, M is a
True,
pretty
M.
common one.
Yeah.
And usually, just with those two, I get like a good amount of letters and at least one in the right place.
Mm-hmm.
And then I go from there. I love Wordle.
I do too.
Wordle's do you also do the games in a specific order? Because I always start
Oh.
with Wordle, and then I go to connections, and then I do the mini every single day.
Really?
I don't ever stray from that.
You don't do strands.
I did strands, but it's not on the app. That I
It
have.
just got added to the app
Oh, it
like
did?
like earlier this week.
Oh, perfect. I will do it.
Yeah.
I'm chaotic because I don't do it on an app and I do it in whatever order I want.
You also famously have each game on a different Safari tab.
No.
And he oscillates between the Safari tabs, and that's youngest.
That is
I group them all
chaos.
together.
Also, you use Safari
Yeah.
as your browser?
I use Safari as my browser. I'm not
It's
telling
just
you
like
how to damn
so much harder to like, oh,
That's
now I have
the
to get
thing.
Chrome.
Well, it's not
Oh.
like your phone can handle downloading another app.
No, it
anyway.
can't. There's like
No.
0.2 left of space.
I do.
Girl, I just have like
Start deleting text
mad
messages from
books.
2017. You have books. You have books.
Wait, I have so many text messages I keep.
I know.
Cause they're like
Because they're what's it called?
It's
Oh,
nostalgia.
It's nostalgia.
It's emotional nostalgia.
It's emotional.
But do you also do that thing where, okay, so I told Tim about this, but I've strayed from it so bad. But we originally, every single day, I was going through my Photos app, and I was going back to the day that it was, so like April 1st. I searched April 1st on my Photos app, and deleted all the unnecessary bullshit that I had saved for no reason. Screenshots, like duplicates of photos, like, and it's so smart to do it like the day of. Have not done it since March, but but it's very smart to think of.
Here's the thing, you are a middle child, but I feel like you're middle child cusp oldest. Because you're what? The only...
The other one, unfortunately.
Yeah, right.
So that's definitely different.
I grew up in a patriarchy, so you have to get older quick when you're a woman.
They wanted to match
Did you
the
finish your sweater?
No.
Oh.
Guess who forgot to write down how many stitches we're supposed to be on the sleeve? But I just counted, and I think it's 46. So knit till 46 and then just keep going.
Oh, I see.
But I was like, ooh, yes,
Oh, let me-
dang.
It's so quick.
You got that, yeah.
It's so fun and
What?
quick.
Are you just using an acrylic, like something?
I just found it at like I bought this. I swear to God, like a year and a half ago.
It looks like a Pokeball.
It is a
It
Pokeball.
is.
It's a heel
Spherical.
ball. It's a heel ball. Any Pokemon fans in the chat?
Kickball
Heel
chain.
ball.
It's a kickball chain.
It's a heel ball.
Did you ever go on road trips with your family?
Yeah, went to Maine once. and we would mostly go to the Thousand Islands.
What was the car situation like with that many siblings?
We had a station wagon,
Mm-hmm.
and it was blue, and it was a Pontiac, and it was like, they had the way back seat, and
Way back seat.
yeah, so there was like the back seat, and then the way back seat would fold down, but it could also fold up.
Did you look out the back?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because that
That's
back
so
door opened
cool.
like this.
Yeah.
It was really cool. But sometimes if I had friends come over, I'd be like, "Can you sit in the way back?" Or we call it the way back.
Mm-hmm.
And that was fun. That was really sweet, but we were given that option. And sometimes it was like just to be away from anyone else. There was like not that much distance, but still.
But there's a mile between those. Because I remember like when we would go home, and it was just like my brothers and I would usually sit in the back. Like they would like play video games or something. Because we also had like that DVD thing that came down, and they'd be playing video games. So, like going back from like Jack's like football games from like 3 hours
Madden,
away.
like
Absolutely, they're playing Madden, or we're watching Charlie the Chocolate Factory on the PS2. That was our favorite activity. But I would usually be in the back, and I would have a flashlight in my book, and I'd be like this. That's why I wear glasses. I gave myself this thing that's happening right now, because I would be like this reading, and my dad or my mom would be like, "Turn that off. It is 10 p.m. What are you doing?" Like, or I'm
You're
trying
like
to read,
under a blanket.
and then they're telling me to turn it off, and so I turn it off. Because also, apparently, any light in the back is distracting.
Yeah.
I'm like, I disagree. But I would turn on the light, but I would still be reading. And so I'm reading like this close.
Oh my god.
And my dad's like, "Put the book down." So I would previously finish a book by the time, because like, we would go to like a bookstore, I would get a book, and then I would finish the book by the time we got home.
Wow.
Because I just loved the back. I loved being alone. I stretched out my legs in the back. It was a Suburban. I'm like, ooh.
Why not?
Why
Yeah,
not?
it's comfy.
So funny.
Chex Mix in one hand.
I wish I
Book in
could
the
have
other.
read in
Right.
the
Life of
car.
Luxury.
Gardettos.
I got
Life
you
of
car sick.
Gardettos, babe.
But
What? So that car that I was talking about that my mom had, like the Sequoia, we did have a DVD player, and that was our first DVD. That came with the car when we bought it, and they were like, the kids get one DVD, and do you know what that DVD was?
What?
Hercules.
Yes! Oh, that's a great
Wow.
choice.
you went first DVD. I'm gonna keep on watching my first DVD. Hercules.
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 You mean Huncules?
You mean
You
Hercules?
mean Hercules.
That's such a good video.
one.
So Hercules, and then I also remember watching Ace Ventura for the first time in the
Oh my
backseat of
God.
that car.
I've not watched that movie.
You don't have
I
I
to.
don't
think
think
you
I
need
will.
to.
I've
I
seen
mean,
everything I
there's
need
some-
to see in the trailer.
There's
and
some
pretty
moments
good.
that Kennedy and I still quote.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is a quotable for
Yeah.
sure.
I liked the
You
mask.
must be the Monopoly man. Thanks for the free
Free parking.
No, ours was like, we loved watching Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and the DVD itself also came like inside of the case.
golden, like,
There was the chance to have a golden ticket in the booklet.
God.
But if you didn't get the golden ticket, there was still a scented paper that was the chocolate bar, the Wonka bar. I'm mainlining that in the backseat. I'm mainlining that booklet in the backseat. I loved that thing. It smelled so good.
I think it smelled like Hello Kitty erasers. Did you ever have those, like?
Yes, it was like once you get the
And
Scholastic
they were
booklet.
yeah.
Absolutely.
They were like clay.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were so fun.
I think in the what's the word I'm looking for? In the spirit of Emily being here and crocheting, I think that we should label single crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, and triple crochet.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say single,
Mhm.
single, double, half double, and triple. Sibling
What was your
order.
plan? Do you feel like we should say what we identify with? Because you're youngest, oldest, middle, and then we assign only,
Sure.
unfortunately, the last one.
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry, onlys. I'm so sorry.
Again.
I'm perpetuating the violence against.
So
against
what
onlys.
is double crochet and why is it oldest?
And why is it oldest? Tell me what.
Do you agree or disagree?
I don't think double.
I can see it.
You think double is oldest?
Yeah, because it's like the foundation of a granny stitch.
Okay.
And they are Granny's favorite. No, you can take
Oldest.
Granny.
Reliable.
I don't know if it's. I'm gonna go ahead and say chain, like the normal chain stitch, is probably the oldest.
That wasn't even part of the
Yeah, you give us that.
equation.
But it is, and it doesn't matter. Now we add on. Double I can see is oldest, but the thing that I have with a double
You want to give an example?
is that you have to remember to do this, and
I love that.
always forget
Really?
to do this. I mean, at
It
first
comes
when I
so
started
natural to
crocheting,
me.
it was like, and I taught a kids crochet class last week, and this one gal was like, I said, yarn over. And she was like, okay. And she'd pull it out. And she was like, yarn over. Hey, yarn over. She was like, I always forget to do this. And I was like, hey, I get it. You're
Was she an oldest?
probably a youngest.
Youngest. So
Yeah,
what
but
would you?
So
Yeah,
you're
I
not
would say-
doing it right. It does not make it a youngest.
So yeah, I would say double is oldest.
Double can be oldest. That's fine.
Can be. Okay.
Can be
He's
oldest.
acquiescing.
It's fine. I'll give it to you.
What do you feel like youngest is?
I'm gonna say middle is half
Well,
double
you've taken
crochet.
every-
I absolutely agree. I'm
As
absolutely
the youngest, you've taken everything else from me, so.
I mean, well, all right.
Oh my
my
God.
parents were tired. They were just tired.
I'm going
Like,
to agree
go
with
ahead.
you that half double crochet is
That's
middle.
middle. And
And
I think
I don't-
single crochet is youngest. I don't mind that.
No, I don't think it's chaotic enough.
You're right. The triple is pretty chaotic, but it's also really pretty.
I would also say triple builds on the foundation of what the oldest and the youngest have done, which is single and double.
Wow.
Which is not a bad thing. I think it's a good
No,
thing.
it's not
They're
a bad
building.
thing. None
They're
of it is
building.
bad.
None of
I
it's
think
bad.
it's all just like silly observation.
So is the chain mother?
The chain is mother. The chain is mother. Yeah, you have to have something to like.
The chain is mother.
Because if knit and purl are mother,
The chain is
the
mother.
chain is mother.
The chain is mother.
You can't break the chain.
You will never break the
Every Spotify list goes back to Fleetwood Mac. I'm like, why
I
from
think
Bad
it's probably
Bunny to
just
Fleetwood
me.
Mac? Like, what are you doing?
Maybe it's just your algorithm.
No, it's always at Starlight. And Susan will look at me across the room and she goes, we made it. We made it to Fleetwood Mac. I'm like, yes, we did.
That's the name of the episode. We made it to Fleetwood Mac.
They're like, did he go to a concert?
Title of
No,
it.
not at all.
Can I say something controversial?
Yes.
I'm
More
gonna
like
say,
yes.
Like, absolutely.
you were once an only.
Yes.
What
You've
was-
never been onlys.
I've
We've
never
been
been an
only. I've never experienced
How
it.
would you assign onlys in the crochet stitch? Because you're the only one that has any experience. I don't know what it's like.
Funny.
How
And that's
long
the
were you
thing.
an only?
Almost 4 years. And the funny thing is like
Former only.
I was also the first. Like
Radicalized only.
I was the only of all the cousins, right? So like I got
Oh.
grandparents' attention,
Yep.
aunts and uncles' attention.
You got all the gifts.
Yeah, like for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got the, oh, look at me.
Yeah, for real. Yes, I
No,
did.
along comes another one somewhere.
And then my life was ruined.
Who was the second, like, cousin?
Kennedy was.
Oh.
We didn't have the rest of our cousins until quite a bit later, and they're all in Australia.
Oh, okay.
Well, 3 of them are.
But so how would you assign onlys in the terms of crochet stitches?
I would say an only is an ugly rose granny
Oh
square.
my god.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
I do.
Ugly is such a pejorative word.
But like using like clown barf yarn.
Clown barf yarn.
But what's the stitch of a granny square?
Well, that's what I mean. It's like chaos to create.
Triple double crochets.
I feel so bad for the onlys right now.
What if just
I feel
crochet?
bad.
No.
Maybe that should be the
Ugly
name of the
is
episode.
crazy.
I feel so bad for the oldies right now.
Onlys right now.
Aw.
Onlys, I'm trying for you. Even though I'm the silenced middle, I will try for you. I'm sorry.
We're just trying to outrage the onlys so that we have more content.
I swear, I told Tim this, but I think like the season finale of this podcast should be an only, like a guest only, but you guys aren't here.
That's funny as hell.
And it's just them, and they have to do
That's
it
funny.
themselves. And it's not a pejorative on onlys, but it's just it would be so so theatrical and so
Sitting
like
there by
hilarious.
it would be
themselves.
all around. I
They're
think
just
it'd
like,
be so funny.
hi, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna label all these things.
Exactly, because they have to do it themselves. They don't have any
We've gotten
siblings.
so much hate.
There's no sibling energy when there's no siblings.
So if you're in only, what I would like
A
you to
volunteer
do
only.
is to leave a comment down below and nominate yourself.
Volunteer as
for-
tribute.
for for the last episode, which who knows what that's gonna
Of
happen.
the
I don't know.
season. Because I feel like there's
And
also
then maybe
seasons.
what we'll do is we'll accept call-ins. We'll accept like video essays to put in the last
Oh
episode.
my god, this is so funny.
I think that'd be so cute. I
It
think
would
that'd
be
so
very funny. Just like an hour of people being like,
Because I want them to have their time to say what their piece is.
And this is such a middle of you to be like, everyone.
I'm
You're
very
trying to, like,
diplomatic.
mediate
I'm
everyone.
trying to make everyone's cool. Everyone's gotta be cool at every point in time. Everyone's gotta be happy.
This is so
Like, give him the controller, okay. Shut up.
And with that, we have a date with Applebee's.
Yes,
Yay.
we're gonna go to
We're
Applebee's.
gonna go get drunk off of ridiculous
$1
cocktails.
margaritas. I pray to God they have them.
So we'll see you next time. Thanks for
Thank
tuning
you for
in.
having me.
Bye.
Bye.